Previously on Lost in the Blue Mountains. The teens found shelter from a sudden downpour of rain in an old barn off the side of the path. It turned out to be the farmer they met with his donkey earlier in the evening. They managed to sneak out of the musty barn without being noticed, but then Shell came up with an idea.
You know what? We should have asked him for directions.
And now, Lost in the Blue Mountains, Part 3. Tony sighed. Come then. They started to head back, hoping to catch the donkey man to ask for directions. Not only were they tired, but time was ticking away. Their hearts pounded as they got closer to the barn. Vin motioned for the girls to stay behind as he and Tony tiptoed and peeked around the side. The donkey man was still there. He was peeling a stick of sugarcane with a machete, eating some and feeding some to his donkey. The boys looked at each other as they waited for the right time. It seemed like forever. The donkey man crunched on juicy sugarcane. His donkey snorts in satisfaction as sugarcane juice trickled from both sides of his mouth. Mmm, Tony whispered. Shh, said Vin as he nudged him. The man started to scrape up the canned trash from the stable door, and without moving, he threw them into the bushes nearby. He then tied the donkey to a pole inside the stable and began to lock up. Just then, Vin turned to Tony and whispered, After 3. 1, 2, 3. Vin straightened up and stepped out from the side of the barn. He gave a quick glance over one shoulder for Tony to follow. Tony's first step was in a muddy puddle. The girls giggled. The man turned around from locking up. Who dat? He asked, gripping his machete in one hand. Ahem, Amisa. Me who? The man asked as he started walking towards them. Only their silhouettes were visible amidst the fog and cool air of the Blue Mountains. Shell stepped in front of the boys and said, Remember us from today up the road? We lost and we was going past and notice you and the donkey. You can help us with some direction. Please? I can't believe Unu's still out here this time of evening. I warned Unu about this place after dark. His voice reflected a worried tone, which had them looking around them for anything unusual. Come, he said as he walked past them towards the road. They started behind him slowly, and then picked up the pace because the man was walking with a purpose. He walked as if our lives depended on it. And it did. Night was falling fast, and worries set in just as fast when the man stopped and pointed with his machete and said, There's a woman that sells food from a little hut on the other side of this cemetery. She will show you the path leading straight to the bottom of the mountain. Tell her Rufus sent you. Good speed and good luck. The teens stared at the cemetery in shock. Shell turned to look at the man. She thought of asking him if there was another way they could go to get to the woman at the shack, but he was already halfway down the road. Boy, him really in a hurry to get back to that foolish donkey. Him really expect us for walk through a cemetery this time of night. Me not walking through no cemetery, Jules said, folding her arms in defiance. Her face wore a heavy frown. What else can we do? We don't know how to get back down to the foot of the mountain, and we ask for help, and him give us help, Vin said. You call this help? Jules blurted out angrily. Sending us through a cemetery in the pitch black of night? Him could at least follow us halfway. And him have a machete. We don't have anything. What the machete can do? Kill the duppy dem again? Vin replied. Jules looked at Vin as if in a deep thought and bust out laughing. At least we phone lights, Bundy said in a nervous voice. No. Remember we saving the lickle battery juice we have left till we get back Wi-Fi connection. I have a few sticks of matches left. We just gonna have to work with that. Come, man, it getting late. The laughter slowly died down, and the stillness of the night made the reality of entering that cemetery and walking for God knows how long, an incredible feat. Vin unlocked the gates reluctantly. He pushed it open slowly and wide, as if he would need to use it again. The cemetery was poorly lit. Some lampposts along the walkway from the gate had broken bulbs, and some just had no bulbs at all. It was unkept and seemed like no one alive has been here for years. The girls followed behind Vin gingerly as they looked cautiously from left to right. Well, we can't see the other side from here, but we must reach, Tony said firmly, as if to reassure himself. He was walking behind the girls at a steady pace, using his trekking pole to brush overgrown weeds out of his path. The group walked silently for a while, trying to focus on getting to the other side of the cemetery. Every minute is starting to count for them at this point, and they knew it. Vin stopped as he slapped a mosquito on his arm, and that made Jules jump. It was officially night. Peony Wallies were everywhere, and the mosquitoes were out despite the cool mountain air. Sure, it looked like the mosquito dem out fi kill me. Well, you in the right place if them kill you, Tony said jokingly. This nuff funny. Why unu talking about dying walking through this place? Jules said in a nervous voice. The boys' laughter was short-lived. Tony noticed something up ahead in the middle of the concreted path, and everyone froze.